Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So LSU's return team didn't help matters out much there. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for room at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Kent. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percent.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The LSU Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field.
He's loose down the left side. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
It's a draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking it up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field. Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know him well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's slipped out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal. we open the second period, and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another.
Kicker is on.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Jacksonville State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. Wide open, he makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football.
Gonna let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum in. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses to 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
And it's caught at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
Number 7.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're going to try to climb out of this hole, going for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
Going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the change for a 1st down. The Gators have this offense rolling. The give to the back. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Handoff from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his...
Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they are... Fourth down, that decision will be questioned. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this...
Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. Touchdown, LSU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the time. of the day as they try to get their act together. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Duke.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing...
He's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Now improvising. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete.
Looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They go to the ground.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. He'll let one go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal today. And, guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's right on target. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Here comes the offense on second down. They want that clock to run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go right back to him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.